Hello everyone, I'm Lawrence, Films Better Than People. I talk about films. And are you feeling sufficiently cooked and sunburnt and sweaty and generally frazzled from all the different pub gardens and beach trips that you've been to over the course of this heatwave? Well, don't worry, because I've got to tell you about this wonderful new invention. It's called a cinema. It's a beautiful cocoon that's air conditioned and dark and lovely, and you can visit it over the course of June and see a number of cinematic releases, which I'm going to tell you about in this, my June Radar, where I tell you about not all the films that I'm going to be watching over the course of June, but the ones that have got most of my attention. Why not say in the comments what you're most looking forward to? Let's go! First up, Masters of the Universe. Now, I don't have high hopes for this one, but I love that they've just leaned into the old, cheesy 80s aesthetic and not given it some dark and edgy makeover. I really like Nicholas Galitzine as well, so, I don't know, I'm hoping for camp and fun. Next up, Scary Movie, which is going to be awful, and I'm only going to see it out of some morbid curiosity. Look, I hate to burst anyone's bubble, especially my own millennials, but Scary Movie was never good. It was always ugly and stupid and humorless, and from the trailer, it looks like they're continuing this tradition, but hey, why not like and subscribe so that when I go and see this, and if it's actually secretly really good and a good laugh, you can watch me admit I'm wrong and eat my own hat. Erupture, starring Charlie XCX as someone who's caught between her female ex and her current male fiance while on a layover because of a volcanic eruption. Charlie XCX's transition from music into movies so far has been excellent, and she's on a really, really good streak. And I think this is going to continue with Erupture, which looks like a sexy and interesting exploration of identity and relationships. Definitely up my street. Steven Spielberg returns with Disclosure Day. I'm just happy that his self-indulgent The Fabelmans from a few years ago isn't going to be his last film. Look, he's returning to science fiction, and I'm really interested to see how an alien invasion story needs to be updated for 2026, but with a great cast and one of the greatest of all time behind the camera, I'm quite hopeful. Supergirl, get ready for Snyder Bros and Marvel fans and the entire geekosphere, of which I'm proudly a member, to fight and infight into oblivion with this one. Look, Superman was okay overall, but I need some real magic or something really interesting to make superhero movies, register with me these days. Will Supergirl be the movie that does that? I'm not sure, but, Thunderbolts really surprised me, so anything could happen. And finally, just to prove that I'm not a complete stick in the mud, I'm going to get absolutely trashed with my friends and go and watch Jackass Best and Last at the end of the month, hopefully getting a good giggle out of Johnny Knoxville and co. Hurting themselves in increasingly terrible ways. This is arguably the best example of non-toxic masculinity ever. It's good, clean fun, but, not clean. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.